This is breaking news.
Go.
Today we'll be talking about the final ruling in the Korematsu case. After the bombing in Pearl Harbor, Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066 on February 12, 1942, ordering all of the Japanese ancestry to comply with military order,
leading to the evacuation of many families and relocating them to the internment camps. These families were forced to sell all their belongings in a short period of time and for less than actual value.
The majority of these families or individuals were Nisei American-born Japanese that were sent to these camps under the accusations of remaining loyal to their motherland, while military officials said it was for safety precautions.
After May 3, 1942, it was illegal for any person of Japanese descent to be living in Oakland, California. One man living there was named Fred Korematsu, who was living with his Italian girlfriend at the time.
Fred angered by the actions of the U.S. and the military, so he tried to appeal his case. Fred argued that the precautions that were being taken were not only unfair but unconstitutional. The Korematsu case was taken up in front of the Supreme Court, where it was ruled that the precautions being taken were both constitutional and allowed since it was a time of war. The actions were signed off by the president, making it acceptable.
Within the case, lawyers on Korematsu's side, along with him, stated that Executive Order 9066 violated the 5th and 14th Amendment. These amendments guaranteed the rights of due process, citizenship rights, as well as equal protection of the law. The democratic ideals were violated, including life. We have the right to live without fear of harm, injury, or being killed by others. Justice, the concept of fairness, and that all laws are equal to all, no matter race, religion, or background. Equality, that all men are born and created equal.
The 5th and 14th Amendment, which were violated in this case, guaranteed all of the following ideals, which include equality, life, as well as justice. Later on, in 1988, the Civil Liberties Act was passed, which recognized the actions of Japanese internment as wrong. They were also apologizing, and they lastly granted a $20,000 payment to any Japanese American who was interned during the course of World War II. Even after the Japanese Americans had returned back to their homes from the internment camps, they still had certain problems regarding the rest of society that they lived in, whom continually viewed them as different and dangerous as well as hostile.